Well, only on 10 tonight, a Grove City man charged tonight in a horrific bicycle crash last Labor Day weekend.
10 TV has learned about the indictment of the alleged driver of a car that struck and almost killed 44-year-old Brad Young of Hilliard. Chuck Strickler has been following the story from the very beginning. He joins us now with more on Young's reaction to the charges 4 months after his severe injury.
Well, Kristen and Jerry, Brad Young tells me that he was always hopeful and glad that this day has come. After a more than 4-month investigation, 42-year-old Randall Pennington of Grove City is now charged with 2 felonies, one for failing to stop after an accident, the second for tampering with evidence. Tonight, Pennington remains free until his arraignment in a few weeks. This afternoon, Brad Young talked for the first time publicly about the crash that almost ended his life.
I remember nothing about that day or the first week in the hospital.
September 1st, 2013, Brad Young, a husband and father of 5, went out for a bike ride, but less than a half-mile from his house, he was hit by a car from behind along Dublin Road. He went flying through the air, landing on his head, his helmet splintering apart, part of his bike landing across the street. Police say the person who hit him drove away and left him dying in the road.
I'd just like to know, what they were thinking and, why they did what they did. I think I deserve that answer.
Brad spent weeks in the hospital recovering from a brain injury, broken ribs and bruises and cuts, as support from the community poured in. He says some of his memories took some time to come back, but he's back to work and finished with rehab. I'm
doing pretty good. The recovery's, it's been long, but, I take it day by day, and I'm just fortunate that, I had the injuries that I did that are recoverable. I didn't have any permanent damage, so that's good.
Police say they had evidence from the scene, but the big break came after a second request for tips from the public, and one witness in particular.
We had pieces to the puzzle, but the witness really assisted us in putting those pieces together through our investigation to link the vehicle with the crash.
We knocked on Randall Pennington's door to ask him about the charges, but no one was home.
I didn't know that we would get to this point, which I guess that's good. And I guess the biggest thing that I'd like to see is that the person, maybe get help. And someone who does what they did probably needs some help.
And for himself, what he says is only right.
I'd like to see my bills taken care of and my lost wages at work and, maybe a new bike. I don't have a bike.
And that really signifies Brad Young's personality right there. He says wearing a helmet was always a habit for him, one he now admits probably saved his life.
What an amazing recovery we've seen there tonight. So
Yes.
What's the next step in this case?
Well, Pennington's arraignment, Jerry, is set for February 3rd, and after that there will be the civil case. The medical bills and lost wages amounting to hundreds of thousands of dollars. But Brad tells me he is not interested in pursuing punitive damages against Pennington. Brad says the faith and support of his family and friends have pulled him through all this, and he's just thankful to be alive and well once again.
He sounds like an amazing guy.
He is a great guy.